This ends the first tale of the Malazan Book of the Fallen.
Indeed.
I did it! I did it! I guess I can't really celebrate till I've hit number 10, right?
Well, if you feel like that's an achievement.
So we went to a party to wrap things up.
Yes, we did.
It was quite a party.
We had a little bit of bloodshed, a little bit of food, you know.
Sounds like a good time. I mean, yeah. So, I'm just going to throw things out there because for a good portion of this, I understood what was going on.
Okay.
But then, all hell broke loose. And I lost it. Like, I don't know what happened. So, let's just go for it. And it's going to be, as usual, in no particular order. Notes, not as many. So I think that's a good sign that my comprehension level is going up.
Or, since it's more of a wrap-up, there's less questions
to comprehend? So, okay. First of all, what is this thing known as the finesse?
Think of it as an object that holds a concentration of power.
Okay, and this is what the tyrant is trying to acquire, correct?
Well, if you remember, at one part, they were talking about how the others ripped a lot of his power out and put it in the finesse.
Okay, the others being?
The people that trapped him.
Okay, do we know who trapped him?
Jagged.
His own people. Okay, I probably knew that, but then I forgot. But anyways. Okay, so is the finesse the thing that like is sprouting out of the ground at like off in the gardens at the party that Ralignam, like when he approaches it, it kind of simmers down?
To the best of my knowledge, that was the finesse, at least at first.
Okay.
Because if you remember, people were talking about how it felt ill. Like, not good.
Right. Okay.
So I would say that was the acorn she planted, Lauren.
Okay. The finesse is the acorn. Okay. So now here's where I start to lose things as far as understanding and following. Because, you know, out here in the hills, raced, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's how I say it. He is broken free from his tomb.
Mm-hmm.
He has emerged and is in the process of trying to acquire the finesse. He encounters some dragons, which I know why you kind of really like this book, because there's dragons. I mean, you are wearing a dragon enthusiast shirt, so he encounters these dragons, who I'm assuming are the dragons of Animander Rake. Are they the things that were flying off of Moonspawn that Crocus saw?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking this because I think Crone, I think she was flying with them.
She wanted to witness the fight.
Right. She's always looking for some entertainment.
Well, I will say, like, you know how Animander transformed?
He transformed into a dragon.
The black dragons that were out there were also Tistan to get it transformed.
So, like, okay. But then who is, I'm going to say it wrong.
Solana?
Yeah.
A true dragon.
A true dragon, okay. So, back to what I was saying. Race encounters them. They have their little fight. Next thing you know, I feel like we might be... No. I don't think that's the truth. I back up. I don't think that was the thing. No. Well, no. I feel like at some point we were in another Krupp dream.
We were.
Okay. Is this when Tool comes along and tries to take out Race, and Kroll, the god, is there? And some...
No. That wasn't in the dream. Wait. No, it might have been in the dream.
Yeah, because Kroll's only appeared in dreams thus far.
I think there was 2 individual...
incidents? All I know is somebody, I think it was Kroll.
Because Kroll was like, come to Chaos with me.
He was coming to claim him. Well, like, take him back out of there. But he found another body.
Mamont, yeah.
Which originally I thought was Epsilar because she was acting weird. But now, like, because Quick Ben, oh my god, we're all over. Quick Ben was like, you know, she's not quite possessed, but there's still something in there. And I
thought that was Mallet.
Or Mallet. Mallet, yeah, my apologies. Mallet. And he was all like, there's something in there, but, you know, and this was all happening when that was happening out in the desert, so
my thought about the Epsilar thing.
You're not gonna let me share my thought?
Well, you wanted me to talk too.
Okay, go ahead.
The Epsilar thing, the other thing in there, could have been the wax switch.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, originally I thought it was Race, but then this whole thing happens that I think was him later at the party. So then I was like, ooh, maybe it's the little old witch that was first with her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, where was I going?
I don't know.
We were talking about the dream. We didn't know if it was the dream or not the dream. Anyways, Race,
a lot happened.
Yes, a lot happened. So anyways, I guess this is where I get confused. When we're at the Fête, the fight breaks out. Not the one between Turbinor and Ralignam, which was pretty great, by the way, because it was like, done. You know? So...
You're like, I understood that.
I got that. I don't understand the concept of choosing a second, though. What is that? I don't think it's like this book specific. I think it's like a thing.
I wouldn't say it's important.
I was just wondering. But
I mean, like, would you really want Ralignam's second to...
Well, that's what I was saying. I'm like, Anman Rake's gonna, like, step up and fight somebody, possibly? Pfft. And we know who'll win that match. But anyways. So, I don't mean that fight. I mean the one in which I'm assuming Mamont has been possessed by Race.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like... Is he... I don't know what he's doing. Because at the same time...
He's still going after the finesse.
There's all... Who?
When he took over Mamont, he was still going after the finesse.
But I guess I was confused because the finesse was putting off, like, roots and stuff? Or,
I don't
know, there's something about the Azath in there.
That's the Azath.
What the hell is that?
Think of it as a supernatural prison.
Well, and that's what the little houses are?
Yeah.
Because at one point, Rowlick and... Oh, no, my paper fell. Anyways, at one point, Rowlick Nom... who now apparently is a fan of Orcan, saves her hide by taking her into this little... Oh my god, I'm confused again.
Well, remember, every character has their own motivations.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I just know there was a big old fight. Some people were taken out. It sounded like Mamont was taken out, so would that imply that the Tyrant's been taken out?
Yes.
Okay, so the end of Race.
And then, where I was getting confused for a second is there was an original dream sequence with Kroll and Tool and Krupp and Race.
Uh-huh.
And then there's another, I believe it was a Krupp dream or something else, where Tool was fighting the finesse and Perrin got involved. Because remember, he had the blood of the hound that couldn't be taken over or whatever.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember where he disappeared for a second and like...
Oh, he was in like some weird land.
Yeah.
And there was houses sprouting up, right?
Yeah, I believe that was the finesse itself.
Oh, okay. Yes, I briefly
Because he like bit into it and had splinters.
Yes, like he kind of went crazy.
Well, it tried to possess him basically, like, you're mine, but since he had that incident with the hounds, the hound blood, you know, can't tame a hound.
Right.
So...
Yeah. The only thing as far as Perrin goes that I really remember is his encounter with Cotillion, in which he's like, here, you can have my sword, Chance. I feel like my luck is run up and you are my enemy. So, but then
Where is he?
I don't know, but then the Luck twins are like, oh my gosh, you gave her sword away. So, their luck might be running out now.
Hard to say.
Can the Luck twins run out of luck? I don't know. So that's a tool of Opon that has been passed along.
The coin was flipped into the ocean.
The coin was tossed into the water by Crocus as he starts out this new adventure with the bridge burners and Circle Breaker, who I thought was riding off into the sunset to live his best life. Nope, he's continuing on with some journey. But I think right now they're on their way of taking Absolar back to her hometown.
Which goes into Dead House Gates.
Oh boy. Okay, so I still don't know who the Azath are, or what the Azath is, because I don't know if it's a person, place, or thing.
Just
go with it?
Yeah.
Okay. But they are the random houses, or it is the random houses, or the random houses are associated with them coming out of the ground?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And can I just say, it's extremely hard for me to voice stuff with you because everything I'm thinking involves either later or previous events and how they interconnect.
Previous meaning from...
Like the Essamont trilogy of
Path of
Ascendancy.
Okay.
Or the later books, because everything I read is connected to now.
So maybe I should have done Esselmonts first.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay. Alright, so at the conclusion of this first book, who do we have left? We've lost Lorne.
Mm-hmm.
We still have all of the Phoenix Inn crew. I think everyone made it out in some form or fashion. They may be recovering from wounds, but...
The main Darujistan person you're losing is... wow, just blanked out. Well, we don't know what's going on with Alec Nam right now after
he ran
entered
into
the house.
Yes, with
and
Vorkin.
Mm-hmm. And then...
Cole,
you find out more what's going on in book 3. Okay, so book 3 is going to go back to this whole deal.
But I'm just saying, who was on the boat at the end? Crocus, Absolar, Circle Breaker,
Column, and Fiddler.
But still alive is Whiskey Jack, Perrin, Quick Ben, Hedge, Mallet,
Trots.
They're still in Darujistan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then as far as Phoenix crew goes, Ralignam, we don't know. Murillo?
He's still there.
What? Yeah, because the last we had, he was...
He was with Krupp, walking back to the Phoenix Inn to talk with Crocus. That was the last we've seen of him.
Krupp is obviously still with, and the eel. Who else was in this Phoenix Inn crew? Is that it?
The ladies are still there.
The ladies are still there. So we pretty much only lost Lorne. Because Tool's still... Perrin...
Well, you lost some of the councils, some of the mages.
I mean, like, the main characters, though. Like, Baruch is still around.
Mamat, yeah.
That's the other one.
That's the one I blanked on.
Yep, Mamat's gone. So Lorne and Mamat are gone. No more. No mas. But everyone else pretty much came out in some form.
Yep. So, tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like, as far as for you, the standout character might have been Krupp.
Yes. I enjoyed Krupp quite a bit. Like, if I was to give the talk of my favorite characters, I don't know if they would be favorite. We kind of discussed this the other day. I think my favorite, Krupp, obviously. But ones that I'm curious about, my characters of curiosity would be Quick Ben, Tool. We kind of have learned more about Tool, but I still want to know more. Same with Andamanda Rake. I want to learn more. Shadow Throne.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like 4 people right there.
Cotillion.
Yeah. I want to learn more about those folks. I'm curious about them. I'm curious because it seemed like at one point Quick Ben was like, now is not the time. Like, he's got something else going on, and we already know that he's been associated with Shadow Throne at one point or another. Ooh. And Cotillion, now he has Chance, the sword. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I don't know what's gonna happen now. Then I'm also, my last line here was alignments. I feel like
there's a shift.
There has been a shift.
And book 3 will solidify that shift.
Well, I have to get through book 2 first.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
I feel like, yeah, there was a, what's the word that floats around? Convergence. When they all met in the garden around the acorn. There was some changes made. So, if I'm correct, the Empress's folks, the Malazan folks, got the contract with the assassins?
Yes.
Okay.
But if you remember in the last communication with Dujek, they intercepted someone going to talk to Tatian.
Right.
And now Dujek and Whiskey Jack are like no longer accepted, I guess.
Yeah, that was the other thing. It sounds like he's been discovered as his revolt plans have been discovered.
I wouldn't say that per se, but she's decided their time is done.
Yeah.
Because remember, Lauren was all like sad she couldn't kill the bridge burners or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least it seemed that way.
Yeah. There was a lot that happened in this part. I mean, Inman Rake turned into a dragon and fought Tashrin's demon, which Lauren released into the streets. And then that's what I don't understand. Why is Tashrin's a high mage? And one of the goals of the Empress is to get rid of the high mages. Why is he going against his people? And how did he even come to be, like, associated with her?
Well, when you finish the 10 big books...
Oh my god. So I'll find out in a few years. Is that what you're saying?
Depends on how fast you read it.
Well, I mean, that's all I got. So my wrap-up would be that I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. It wasn't as intimidating as I thought it would be. Like, it's an easy read, but it has the complexity, as has been illustrated in previous videos via my frustration.
Any thoughts as going forward?
Nope. I'm trying not to. And it's actually not difficult to try not to because I don't even know. I know they're going to take her back, but I don't even remember where she's from. But I know they said something like it was like a whole continent or 2 continents or an ocean or something. It was quite a span of distance from where they are to where they
Well, where she's from is where the Hounds originally massacred in Chapter 1.
Right. Oh my gosh. So, they're a whole book away from where they need to be.
Book 2 is a little bit thicker.
Oh, I know. The intimidation is still there. But now that I've started, it's gone down a little.
Do you feel like you're enjoying it, even if you are not sure where it's going?
Yes. There are times where I'm not, but I think that's just because I don't know what I'm reading. Like, I can't follow. But for the most part, I would say I was hoping for a more hookish ending. It's there, but it's not as great as I was hoping for. But it's been said. If you were looking for me to be hook, line, and sinker, it has been done. I would like to continue and see what happens.
Good.
I'm going to throw it at you now. Reread. How do you feel?
I enjoyed it more.
Yeah?
Not saying I didn't enjoy it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But just putting everything together was very fulfilling.
Okay. Do you think it also helped that you not only are doing a reread, but you've read Esselman's The Path to Ascendancy, or of Ascendancy? Is it to it? I don't know, whatever.
That did help flesh out some things as far as like past events. So, yeah.
But you still would recommend to start with the 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all I got. Anything you want to say?
Not at the moment.
Anything you want to prepare me for? Warnings that I should heed before you were like, try not to foreshadow and...
Well, we're probably not gonna go straight into Dead House. But I would say the tone kind of changes.
Okay. Darker, happier, weirder?
Darker.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, next up, we will have an overall thoughts video on the first book of the Malazan series. So we hope you'll check that out. We hope you've enjoyed our discussions.
Yeah.